Hey guys, I wanted to make a quick video going over the LA Shaman buffs and how this changes our talent builds, because it is actually a pretty significant change, which isn't really what I expected, but it is what it is. And also maybe a little look at what it actually changes in terms of our damage output and my predictions for that. So first thing first, the actual change itself was Lightning Bolt, Chain Lightning, Earthquake damage increased by 15%. This is primarily an AoE damage buff. And then as you might expect, the Lightning Bolt's talents have improved a bit due to this Lightning Bolt buff. So this can change depending on who you are and what stats you have, but for me personally, I simmed it myself, and this is what I ended up with. I don't have a whole lot of mastery, so you can kind of see here that I have Storm Melee above High Voltage by a decent amount, because I have the whole crit haste build still. Don't really have a whole lot of mastery left over. But Liquid Magma Totem has kind of saw itself out. We got the exposed elements, Storm Elemental, and Unlimited Power build on top. Now, again, this can change depending on your stats, so you may want to sim yourself, but you can expect that exposed elements will probably be the better option now for single target. The only time it might not be the better option is for things like 2 and 3 targets where you're still multi-dotting with Flame Shock. But this is my current new talent build. I would still recommend Stormkeeper in Mythic Plus for sure, though. Unlimited power, just you don't get that many overloads in AoE without Stormkeeper. And then Ascendance is a long cooldown. That's primarily for single target. So Stormkeeper is very, very nice, especially with the Chain Lightning buff. It does a ton of damage now. I've been bursting for like 50k. But this is my new talent setup, and then I'll show you guys some stuff in the background probably of like dungeons. A little preview. But yeah, I might actually upload that full dungeon video tomorrow or something, if I get the time, if you want to see that. But I just wanted a quick video going over the changes and kind of how this affects us. Now, the single target increase of this change, as you can kind of see here, was about 4%. Now, obviously, this also has a Lightning Bolt buff, so it's probably closer to about 5% for this build, and less for this build, of course. This build saw a very small increase because your Lightning Bolt was a very, very, very minor part of your damage breakdown. But the Lightning Bolt build got a pretty large increase from this buff, because the Lightning Bolt build was actually below this build previously. So kind of interesting just how much it actually affected this. Didn't expect that at all. So something like a 4%, 5% increase for your single target output. Now, that's still not going to be amazing for raids, but it is going to be putting you back up a little more on par with other specs. And then Mythic Plus, this week kind of a bad week. You got the Bolstering and the Skittish. Can't really do a whole lot of big pulls, can't do a whole lot of AoE, you're usually funneling. But any other week, and you'll definitely notice this change. We did it at Taldazar, as you probably already saw. And on the pulls you could actually AoE on, it was very noticeable. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say, so thanks for watching, guys, and enjoy the buffs.